めんなさい。おはよう。
Top 10 animes where the girl rejects boy and regrets it. Love is hardly ever just sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes it's about regrets. Sometimes it's jealousy, pain, sadness, or even depression. And sometimes it can also be a trap. Well then, how about it? Shall we talk about a few interesting romance animes where the girl rejects the boy and then regrets it?
ちゃんとあなたに伝えなきゃ。
Number 10, Over the Sky. This is an anime film where two childhood friends Mio and Arata sort of have feelings for each other, though one day as they are fighting over something insignificant, Mio ends up saying heartbreaking stuff like how they are just childhood friends, not even dating. She tells him that they should stop with all this hanging out together. Mio realizes her mistake and is on her way to apologize when right in the middle of the rain, she ends up in a traffic accident. When she wakes up, she is struck amidst the world of the living and the dead. She can see Arata, but he can't.
諦めない私を君に。それで何かしら。用もないのに声をかけてきたの。全くバカにしているわね。
Number 9, Osamake, rom-com where the childhood friend won't lose. A love comedy where the childhood friend doesn't lose, huh? Well, let's see what we've got. A guy named Suehara has been best friends with a popular and cute girl named Kuroha. She is so popular that guys literally fall down on their knees when confessing to her. As it happens, she confesses to Suehara, though since he always saw her as his sister, he rejects her. Plus, she already had a crush on the school's idol. So he goes and confesses to her, but gets instantly rejected. Like, quite brutally so. This makes him fall back. He decides to have a fake relationship with his childhood friend so that they can make her jealous.
サービス。気づいてくれたから。春ってさ、バカだけどまっとうだよね。
俺はたった今、童貞を捨てた。
Number 8, Domestic Girlfriend. This is somewhat complicated. A high schooler named Natsuo Fuji has had a crush on her cheerful teacher ever since he first laid eyes on her. When he finally shares his feelings with her, he is rejected. She's his teacher, it's not appropriate, that's what she says. On the other hand, when the depression hits him, he goes to a mixer and ends up sleeping with one of the girls who were there. Though, as it turns out, she and his teacher are sisters, and apparently they are now his sisters too. This is one hell of a messy one, guys. I don't think I can recommend this to everybody. Number 7, Masamune-kun's Revenge. This story follows a man named Masamune who had a crush on a rich and beautiful girl named Aki Adagaki. Though one day, as he is about to share his feelings, he is driven away and also nicknamed Piggy for being so overweight. That was it. From there on out, the little guy went to the mountains and trained to get rid of all the weight. Come high school time and he's already a totally different person, handsome enough to make most girls fall in love with him at first glance, and now he is ready to take revenge by making the girl who rejected him fall for him now. Also, for those of you who know, no spoilers in the comments, guys.
あのさ。ごめん、他に好きな人できちゃった。別れよ。
Number 6, Rent-A-Girlfriend. Here, it's more about breaking up than it is about rejection. The protagonist named Kazu was dating a cute and beautiful girl named Mami for a month now, though suddenly she tells him to break up and leaves. The man is utterly heartbroken. He doesn't know what to do anymore. He sorta resorts to renting a girlfriend in order to fill the void in his heart. One thing leads to another. He is suddenly associated with the most beautiful girl you can find, and Mami doesn't like that. She doesn't want to see her ex-boyfriend with such a top-tier girl.
バカなの？レンタル彼女だっつってんじゃん。そういう約束じゃん。あなただよね、申し込んできたの。
Alright guys, a quick question here. I know we always talk about waifus, but is there an anime girl who you wholeheartedly hate? Share a few toxic anime girls, will ya? It'll help me out with a future video. Also, like and subscribe, it's always appreciated. Well then, let's get back to the list. Number 5. Edesuki, are you the only one who loves me? A guy named Joro might be your typical high school student, but he hits a lottery and ends up with 2 different dates over the weekend. One is his childhood friend Aoi on Saturday, and the other one is with the student council president named Sakura on Sunday. Unfortunately, on the day of the dates, he realizes that they are actually in love with his best friend instead, and only asked him out because they need his guidance and advice. Though this is still just the beginning, as you'll find out once you start watching this show.
ダメかな。目の前にやってもいいって言ってる女子がいるのに、なんで襲わないわけ？
は？
Number 4. Higehiro, after being rejected, I shaved and took in a high school runaway. Higehiro is about a man and the high school girl he is sheltered in his place. It happens one night when he finally garners enough amount of willpower to confess to his crush. Sadly, he rejects him by saying that even if it isn't right now, they might be able to get together in the future. The rejection hits the boy like a truck. He goes to a bar with a friend, gets drunk, and runs into a runaway high school girl who is looking for shelter. He isn't thinking straight, so he obliges, and so this story begins. Now, how will his longtime crush handle this piece of information?
悪い方向に導いた大人たちが、環境が絶対に存在する。クソったれだらけだ。本当にどいつもこいつも。
2球目。内角。低め。
Number 3. Orange. A girl named Naho Takamiya is now a high school sophomore. She wakes up a little late and rushes to get to school, but then finds out that she has received a letter. It came from 10 years into the future. Her 26-year-old self sent the letter. It tells her to keep a close eye on the transfer student and not make the same mistakes she did. Now, the mistakes isn't all that simple, and she isn't even sure if this letter is fake or actually the real thing. Things happen, and she ends up rejecting the transfer student, thinking it's for the sake of the future. He heads up ignoring her from there on out, and she can't help but wonder if she did something wrong. What should she do now?
サッカーやりたいならちゃんと言いなよ。見てるから。私もカケルのこと。愚かな有馬。目の前のナイスな相棒はやがてあんたを地獄に突き落とす女なのよ。
Number 2. His and her circumstances. Both the male and female representatives of a high school class are pretty exceptional at what they do, though the male representative is a cut above the female representative, and this kind of makes her feel the need to overcome him. When she finally beats him in midterms, to her surprise, he ends up congratulating her and even confesses his love. Of course, since she wanted to feel superior to him, she ends up rejecting the guy. Unfortunately, it wasn't as simple as a mere confession. It was a trap, and the next day she realizes what she had done.
やっぱり宮沢さんはすごいや。
待てよ。なんだそのリアクションは。こんなの予想してなかったぞ。私は有馬を抜きさえすれば奴に勝てるのかと。
Number 1. Just because. This story encapsulates this concept and really focuses in on the regret aspect. The protagonist named Eita Izumi is someone who has to move around a lot because of his father's work. Though, as fate would have it, he ends up in his hometown for the final semester of high school. Alright guys, this is big. If you don't want to get spoiled, just skip half a minute. That's all I'm asking for. What happens is that he confesses to this girl he loves, and she also has lingering feelings for him all this time. But even so, she rejects him! It's only at night when she realizes what she had done. She goes back to apologize, but the damage has been done. Now, he doesn't want anything to do with her. He won't let her hurt him again. So there you have it, folks. These were my picks for the top 10 seinen anime. What did you guys think of these animes? Have you watched them, or are you planning on watching them? Share your thoughts in the comment section down below. Press that like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe, and leave the comment saying I subscribed, and I'll personally reply to your comment. Also, don't forget to answer my question from before. What's the one anime girl you hate with every fiber of your being? Well then, I'll see you guys on my next video.